To stay in power as long as possible, the government of Prime Minister Yingluck appears to have retreated on many issues it was trying to push through. The Pheu Thai party currently faces its old adversary, the Constitution Court. The court's verdicts are a recurring nightmare for the ruling party. Its two predecessors, the Thai Rak Thai and the People Power Party, were dissolved by the court. Signs of the government's retreat first appeared when Parliament President Somsak Suranon decided to delay the third reading of the Charter Amendment Bill to avoid a standoff with the Constitution Court. The court ordered Parliament to suspend its vetting of the bill pending a review of its constitutionality. Pheu Thai was concerned that if the House of Representatives voted to pass the Charter Amendment Bill in defiance of the Constitution Court's order, the burden would fall on Yingluck. By law, after the House votes to pass the bill, the Prime Minister must submit the legislation for royal endorsement. If royal approval is delayed, the Prime Minister could land in trouble. The government's latest stance on the U.S. National Aeronautics and Space Administration's request to use Utapao Airport to conduct atmospheric studies was another setback. Yingluck's cabinet last week resolved to forward NASA's request to Parliament for a non-voting debate for the purposes of transparency. If the cabinet allowed the use of the airport without a parliamentary debate, the administration feared it might end up before the Constitution Court, as the main opposition party would file a complaint to the court accusing the government of acting unconstitutionally. Another even bigger time bomb lay in the reconciliation bills. The ruling party seemed to have no choice but to withdraw the bills from the deliberation of the House. The four bills are now at the top of the agenda for the House next session, which will convene on August the 1st. The bills were criticized as a tool for the government to help fugitive ex-Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra return to the country without receiving any punishment. If the deliberation of the bills continues, political conflict may be unavoidable and it would ultimately affect the government's stability. Apparently, Thaksin has agreed he should not return home soon, but stay abroad for quite a long time. He recently sent a clear signal on those issues. According to Pheu Thai MP Griangsak Phai Singam, Thaksin urged the party to comply with the outcome of the judicial decision on the Charter Amendment bills. Thaksin also suggested that the reconciliation bills should be postponed if the society still doesn't understand them. Thaksin seemed to be well aware that the more patient he is, the longer his sister Yingluck will be able to stay in power. Piyanat Sivalo, The Nation Analysis.